Have you ever wondered who lived in Penny's flat before Penny?
Is that why they sent you to boarding school?
No, that was a result of my work with lasers.
New neighbor?
Evidently.
Significant improvement over the old neighbor.
200-pound transvestite with a skin condition? Yes, she is.
Oh, hi.
Anyway, I went upstairs and knocked on the door.
Yeah.
Dr. Cooper?
No, you want the crazy guy across the hall.
One night stand with a Big Bang character, who would you want it to be with? Oh, Penny.
Stanley. He's hot, you guys.
Well, she's already, gone through a couple of them, so maybe Sheldon.
The after coitus conversation would be so enjoyable to play.
Stuart. Because I feel like he needs a little love in his life.
Absolutely. Penny would definitely be the choice for a one-night stand. She's both attractive and incredibly funny. However, hypothetically speaking, if I were inclined that way, I might consider Stan Lee or Dr. Stephen Hawking. Just a thought. Imagine if Sheldon and Raj had remained roommates. It was intriguing to witness their dynamic in that scenario. Raj would have made a great roommate. He's cheerful, enjoys gaming, cooks brilliantly, and even wears the pin Sheldon gave him. Sure, some of it might have been a bit of flattery, but overall, what do you think would have unfolded if this situation had persisted? We would have witnessed numerous colossal arguments. I believe Raj wouldn't have tolerated as much nonsense from Sheldon. Their arguments would have been legendary. Once the initial phase of flattery had passed, Raj and Sheldon would have undoubtedly started getting on each other's nerves. The escalating pettiness of their disputes would have been astounding, inevitably leading the neighbors to complain to the landlord to have them evicted. Interestingly, I'd always felt Raj handled Sheldon's irritating habits better than anyone else in the group. I'm not sure why, but after watching the series countless times, it's evident that he has more patience with Sheldon than any other main character. Keep watching for more details. Hi viewers, my name is Sophia. Welcome to my channel. Like this video and subscribe to our channel, so let's start. In my personal theory, Raj's ability to handle irritation may stem from growing up with numerous siblings. I would have been intrigued to see Sheldon and Raj sharing living space for at least half a season. I believe Raj and Sheldon resolved their issues when they shared an office. They appeared to find a way to collaborate after some initial challenges. Raj's nurturing demeanor could have also suited their living arrangement. I concur with the amusing pettiness displayed when Raj acquired that oversized desk for their shared workspace. It seemed like a deliberate act of spite, opting for such a massive desk instead of a simpler IKEA version. It would have been an ideal arrangement for Sheldon, providing companionship without the pressure of typical marital expectations. Personally, I'm not fond of the changes made to Amy's character. She used to be amusingly robotic and somewhat social, but her transition to a more typical character felt disappointing. As Leonard noted, her eccentricities might go unnoticed next to Sheldon, but she's undeniably peculiar. While she has evolved due to her friendships, it feels like Amy hasn't undergone genuine personal growth. However, transitioning from isolation and social awkwardness to confidence and sociability among accepting friends seems like a natural progression. Although Amy may seem more normal compared to Sheldon, she still retains her quirks and social awkwardness. She's less robotic now and more in tune with her emotions, which can be considered growth. The concept of a female Sheldon may have worked for a joke, but having both male and female versions of the same character in a show doesn't seem logical. Regarding the controversy from Finland, it was discussed in an episode. Having just completed watching all 279 episodes, I must say it was absolutely brilliant. In the episode, The Santa Simulation, Leonard created a D&D game set in a Norwegian village where the Santa Claus resides. It strikes me as odd that Sheldon didn't mention the Finnish belief that Santa lives in Kakaturian, Lapland, considering it's widely known outside the US. Regarding the Finnish title of the show, Rillet Hussar, meaning misty glasses, it seems completely unrelated to the show's content. The more fitting translation would be The Theory of the Big Bang. It's perplexing why the Finnish translators opted for such an idiosyncratic title. As for Mary's character on TBDT wearing dresses that young Sheldon's Mary wouldn't, it's a noticeable inconsistency. In Season 2, Episode 1, she wears a sundress clearly above the knee, whereas in young Sheldon, she enforces stricter dress codes. Perhaps it's related to evolving times and fashion trends, or Mary's personal growth and changing beliefs. People change over time, and a rule set for a tween daughter in the 90s may not apply to the woman she becomes 15 to 20 years later. Trying to reconcile inconsistencies between TBD and young Sheldon could lead to madness. The shows may as well be entirely unrelated at this point. In young Sheldon, Mary is depicted as extremely religious and adhering strictly to rules, but over time, she evolves. She may come to realize that dressing a certain way and having a loving relationship don't necessarily conflict with her faith as long as her actions align with her beliefs. If you're subscribed to cable, you can access TBD on demand through TBS. While the entire series is available for purchase, a limited number of episodes are usually offered for free at any given time. Have you noticed that certain episodes tend to be featured more frequently than others? Recently, it seems like the Billy Bob Thornton episode was available for free, and now it's back again. Considering there are 279 episodes in total, it seems unusual for them to cycle through this quickly. While I don't maintain a spreadsheet to track this, I might consider doing so if the pattern continues. Let's not forget that Sheldon's character is a major source of humor in the show. Despite his eccentricities and quirks, Jim Parsons' portrayal of Sheldon is remarkable. Indeed, Sheldon's character evolves over time, becoming more aware of sarcasm and social cues. However, he still maintains his tendency to criticize and belittle others, which may not be as amusing for some viewers in later seasons. While Sheldon may be a central figure in the show, the culmination of his and Amy's journey with the Nobel Prize adds depth to the story and character development, making for a satisfying conclusion. It's common for long-running TV shows to exhaust certain comedic premises over time, leading to a decline in humor as the series progresses. Many male actors in Hollywood have dealt with hair loss during their careers, and it's often managed through various methods such as hairpieces or medical treatments. Several characters in TBD, including Leonard, Howard, Raj, Bernadette, Penny, and even Sheldon, have utilized hair enhancements like woven-in layers or pieces. This is a common practice in the entertainment industry and may go unnoticed by viewers initially. So, if you're experiencing hair loss, there are options available to you. Wouldn't a character's evolving traits, such as dealing with hair loss, just be part of their development over time? In a sitcom, such changes could indeed provide comedic material. In the realm of celebrity, hair and makeup professionals often work wonders to conceal thinning hair or hair loss. Many famous individuals manage to keep such issues private unless they choose to disclose them. Advanced hair restoration technologies, such as hair plugs, can now produce results that closely resemble natural hair growth. Just look at Elon Musk's head for an example. Unlike earlier methods, modern hair plugs are more permanent. Regarding Sheldon potentially becoming a father, his reaction to his child not meeting his expectations could indeed pose challenges. In an episode from Season 10, Sheldon's desire for a high-achieving child is highlighted. However, it's suggested that Amy could play a pivotal role in helping Sheldon accept a child who may not fit his ideal image. Sheldon's character development, particularly as seen in young Sheldon, suggests that he evolves significantly over time. He becomes more understanding and empathetic, even learning to appreciate his differences with family members. Despite Sheldon's intellectual prowess, his ability to raise a child with emotional intelligence and selflessness may be questioned. Personal experiences, like those shared about a stepfather with similarities to Sheldon, illustrate the potential challenges of such a scenario. While Sheldon may not be interested in traditional sports, he could still bond with a child over virtual games and the physics of sports. His fondness for football, stemming from memories of his father, could also provide a basis for connection. Regarding Amy's behavior towards Bernadette, some viewers find her comments uncomfortable or unnecessary, especially during significant moments like wedding preparations. Such instances can strain the otherwise strong bond between characters. Amy's occasional insensitivity, like implying Bernadette isn't as attractive as others, can indeed be off-putting. Given Amy's own experiences with bullying and isolation, some viewers expect her to be more sensitive to others' feelings. In summary, while Amy's character may resonate with some viewers, her occasional lapses in empathy or tact can be jarring. These moments may contribute to the perception of her character, particularly in comparison to Sheldon's sometimes oblivious demeanor. Is there a specific reason why Amy never seemed to be invited to any sleepovers, despite the recurring theme in the show that portrays intelligent individuals as social outcasts? One particular episode that stands out is when Bernadette was slated to be featured in a magazine, and Amy's reaction veered towards jealousy and negativity. It's undeniable that her behavior in that instance was far from commendable. Throughout the series, Amy's treatment of Bernadette and other characters has been occasionally harsh and uncalled for. It's worth considering whether her lack of exposure to genuine friendships, particularly earlier in the series, may have contributed to a lack of understanding of appropriate social interactions. There's a compelling argument to be made that Amy, much like Sheldon, could be on the autism spectrum, albeit better at concealing it, which might explain some of her socially awkward moments and failed attempts at humor. For many viewers, Amy's behavior has been a source of frustration, especially when considering the apparent lack of consequences from the other characters. It's a puzzling aspect of the show that often leaves viewers questioning why such behavior is tolerated without much pushback. Upon rewatching the series, some viewers may find certain elements less amusing or even uncomfortable, such as Sheldon's treatment of others or certain relationship dynamics, like Leonard's persistent pursuit of Penny. Despite these potential shortcomings, there are undoubtedly moments in the show that retain their comedic brilliance even upon repeated viewings, like the iconic scene of Leonard chasing Sheldon around in the ball pit. It's natural for the humor of a show to diminish over time with repeated viewings, but for many fans of The Big Bang Theory, the show still manages to retain a significant portion of its comedic value, which is why they continue to watch, finding enjoyment in both the familiar and the unexpected moments the series has to offer. Sorry for mistake pronunciation and thanks for full video watching.